You know that feeling when you have an idea for something, maybe a custom tool or a unique gadget or just a part to fix something that's broken, and you just wish you could snap your fingers and make it real? Well, professional 3D printing is getting us ridiculously close to that. So today, we're going to dive into the tech that is completely changing how we design, build, and innovate. And this really just nails it, doesn't it? 3D printing isn't just about the fancy machines, it's about its most basic promise, closing that gap between what you can imagine and what you can actually hold in your hand. That's the core idea we're going to unpack.
Okay, so how do we actually go from a thought in your head to a real, solid object? Let's break down the fundamental process and the kind of pro-level tools that are making it all happen.
Right, and let's be clear, we're not talking about the little printers you might have on your desk at home. In the professional world, it's all about heavy hitters like SLA and SLS. So think of it like this. SLA uses a super precise laser to zap liquid plastic, hardening it layer by tiny layer. SLS does something kind of similar, but it uses its laser to fuse together a fine powder. Either way, the result is the same, amazingly detailed and totally functional parts.
You know, the whole journey is actually beautifully simple when you break it down. It all begins as a digital file, right? A blueprint you cook up on a computer. You send that file over to the printer, which gets to work meticulously building the object from the bottom up, one microscopic layer at a time. And then poof! What was just a concept on your screen is now a physical thing ready to go.
Now let's get into one of the absolute biggest game changers this tech has brought us. Completely revolutionizing prototyping. This is where the insane speed of 3D printing really starts to shine. And just look at the contrast here. It's night and day. The old way of doing things, you'd be waiting for weeks, sometimes months, for a machine shop to make your part. It was slow, it was expensive. With 3D printing, that whole timeline just collapses. We're talking hours or days to get a physical part to test, not months.
One day. Just let that sink in. The power to take an idea and have a functional, testable prototype in your hands within 24 hours is, wow, it's a total game changer. It means engineers and designers can test things, fail, fix them, and try again faster than ever. It's like hitting the fast-forward button on innovation.
But here's where the story gets really good. 3D printing isn't just for making models anymore. Thanks to some massive leaps forward, it's now being used to create strong, durable parts that go into the final products. Let's look at some awesome real-world examples.
So, take a giant like Ford. Over in Germany, they're using 3D printing to crank out and test new parts for their cars. This lets them tweak and perfect designs for engine bits or interior pieces way faster. And that means better cars getting on the road sooner for all of us. Then you've got a company called Mazolf. They outfit specialty vehicles, and get this, they're 3D printing custom, tough-as-nails, final parts for police vehicles. We're not talking about practice parts. These are functional components that have to survive the real world day in and day out. That's how much trust they have in these printed parts.
And here's a really clever twist. It's not always about the final product itself. Germany's national railway, Deutsche Bahn, they print custom tools, these specialized jigs and fixtures that help their crews maintain and repair trains more efficiently. So they're printing the tools that build and fix the other tools. How smart is that?
So, you're probably asking, what makes this all possible? How in the world did we go from printing brittle little models to robust parts that can be used by companies like Ford? Well, the secret is all in the materials. We've basically seen a revolution in the plastics and powders that go into these printers. We're now talking about true engineering-grade materials that are specifically designed to be tough, to take a hit, and to hold up under pressure. This is the key that unlocked the door to all these real-world uses.
And this chart really says it all. These new tough resins are being compared one-to-one with traditional plastics we all know, like ABS, the stuff Lego bricks and car bumpers are made of. This means the printed parts now have the same kind of strength and durability as the materials we've trusted in manufacturing for decades.
So when you combine that incredible speed with this newfound material strength, it is absolutely no surprise that 3D printing has broken out of its niche. It is making a massive impact in a ton of different industries.
I mean, just look at this list. You've got the obvious ones like engineering, automotive, and aerospace, where precision is king. But then you've got healthcare and dentistry making custom implants. It's in schools, bringing ideas to life for students. The movie industry uses it for props. And jewelers are creating designs that were impossible before. The reach is just incredible.
So let's wrap up with this question for you.
Knowing that an idea can become a real, physical object in as little as a day, how does that change the way you think about solving problems? If you had this tool at your fingertips, what would you create? A custom bracket for your bike? A perfect kitchen gadget? A whole new invention? That barrier between an idea and reality is getting thinner every single day. The only real question left is, what are you going to build?